Hi, guys. What day are we on now? This is Thursday. I keep thinking it's Wednesday, but I think because of the holiday. And then yesterday I was at the beach. So everything is a little messed up for me. But anyway, I'm at work today. And so I'm starting a little bit late in regards to my next daily challenge. So today we're going to be talking about time blocks. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Anastasia Aruz, and I am a family therapist. I work with kids and families in a private practice. And then I'm also a family coach, trying to help families get clarity on their daily lives and help them have smooth and productive lifestyles. So this week we're working on a challenge. There's been 2 other days. The first day was on creating your calendar. And the second day was we talked about just why kids might not be able to accomplish certain things based on Maslow's needs. We did the triangle. So I'm interested to know what you guys thought of that. If you have any comments about that, make sure that you let me know. I did get some positive feedback on some DMs. So thank you guys for that. I love hearing what you think about it, good or bad, because it helps me know what to continue to talk about. So anyway, to continue with our challenge, today we're going to be talking about time blocks. So when you think about your calendar, this is going to even make it more detail oriented. So I want you to be thinking as you're watching this, the past 2 days of how you created that calendar. Yesterday, you really thought about your family system, what it looked like, how everybody's moving in that system, where people are, and what can be accomplished. So today we're going to kind of go back to the calendar and focus on time blocks. So let me show you that really quick. So it's basically you're going to start looking at individual days. You're going to look at a specific day and what you can get accomplished in that day. There within time blocks, there's different, I guess, language people use with it. So there's task batching, which means that you would take like all week, like Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. I'm going to work out. So that's a task that you're just going to batch it. You know, every day that you're going to work out at 9 a.m. During the week, Monday through Friday. You can also do day themes, right? So for me, I kind of do that in regards to like how I do my work, because I work at my private practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm very focused on the mental health piece. But then my husband is a dentist and I work at his office on Mondays and then part of Tuesday. So actually Tuesday is kind of both. I do both my office and his, but Monday I really try to focus on his stuff. So you can also do day theming of where you just take a day and you work on a specific task all day. It kind of depends on how you, what you do for your living or how you work. So let's think about, to start with, how are you feeling today? Think about, I want you to just kind of just sit back for a moment and feel into your body. And what are you feeling like? What is your head feeling like? What is your body feeling like? What's happening? Are you stressed? Are you calm? Are you angry? Are you happy? And are you feeling a certain way based on how your day has been planned? Are you rushing around like crazy? Are you overwhelmed and like you are so busy that you can't even think about what you have to do? So you're sitting here watching me. I get like that a lot of times when I know I have a lot to do and then I end up just like doing nothing. So how are you feeling today? What is your feeling? Are you anxious? Are you calm? Are you stressed? Excited, sad, happy, bored, worried? And you can have a bunch of those, right? Like, so for me, I'm very excited because tomorrow is my son's last day of school and he is finishing his 3rd year in a Montessori school. And so that's kind of like a graduation day for him. So I'm really excited about that. I am a little anxious about some personal things that are happening in my life right now. And I'm a little stressed about that. And I'm also sad because this is his last year at the Montessori school. So I'm kind of sad in that way. So my feelings right today are all over the place, like all over the place. So think about that for a moment, because it can have to do with how we're going to be talking about this time blocking and why I think it's important. All right. So why is it important to time block? One, your kids are going to get what they need. And if you think back of why you even joined this challenge in the first place, it's because we're trying to have a healthy, happy, fun summer with our kids. So if you're time blocking, your kids are going to get what they need from you. You're going to have your workout timed. You're going to have when you need to work blocked out. You're going to have your emails that you need to do at home, maybe your personal emails you need to type out. You're going to have your bills, a time for them, or your errands or meal prep. You're going to block all that out. And then you're going to block out a time for kid time, right? Where you're focused on them, where you're not on your phone, you're not on the computer, you're not watching Netflix. You guys are just doing something together. Maybe it is a video game. Maybe he's really excited or she's really excited and wants you to play Roblox with them. That might be your time block that day. Or maybe you're outside swimming or outside playing a game or playing a game inside. Whatever it is, you can block it once you get the other parts of your day blocked out. So you're getting what you need and you're maximizing your time. You're not wasting time just like staring into the refrigerator like, what am I going to cook for dinner, right? You don't know because you haven't planned it out. It's not time blocked. So you're not going to waste your time. You're going to maximize it. So it does work. And so I'm going to kind of show you a quick way of how this can work for you. There is going to be 16 30-minute blocks, or you could do 8-hour blocks, depending on what you're doing. So you're going to have to kind of look at what your schedule looks like and kind of create a list of what you want to time block. Everything doesn't need to be time blocked, but just create a list of what you want to block out. Make sure you put a break in there for yourself, and then also a buffer, because things could run long, they could go shorter. So just do that. Be prepared to fail. Initially, when you do this, it's complicated because you realize things can take longer than you think they are going to, or they're shorter. So give yourself grace when you first start to do this. And then make sure you schedule a catch-up day just when you're first getting started, so you're catching up on all the stuff you didn't get to within your block. And just make sure that when you first start this, you understand it is challenging, especially if you've never done anything like this before. So some common mistakes are, say you have your time block all ready for the day, and then you start late. That's going to kind of mess you up. Or not kind of, it will mess you up because you have a time you're supposed to start something. And then if you're starting late, then it will mess your day up. You won't have it created equally. Then giving up too early. So say you started this, you're listening to me, you're like, oh my gosh, I really love this. I'm going to start this Monday. And then you try to do it Monday and it just becomes a total mess. Then you give up. You're like, I'm not doing this anymore. So don't give up. Keep trying it. Try it a few times. When I first did this, I actually created my time block. I did it all on a piece of paper. And I'll give you a template for this. I'll post it underneath. I created it. And then I had to go back and revise it because I realized I was all over the place. I didn't realize how long things were taking. I wasn't getting all the things in that I needed to do. And one big thing I realized was cooking. For me, I never really put the meal prep time in there, right? I might say, okay, we're going to have chicken fajitas, but I didn't put enough time to actually do the whole process and make it fun. I was like rushing and it was just crazy. So that really helped me figure out that I need to block more time for meal prepping, which has actually been good and cause less stress when it comes to that time of the day. And so like miscalculating time, and that's kind of what I was just talking about. I didn't calculate the time for the meal prep. And so this helped me do that. So here is a planner. I'm going to post this underneath. If you don't have one, you can also pull them up online. If you type in time block template on Google, you can find all different kinds that will work for you. If you find a good one, let me know. This one is done in hours. You can see that it starts at 6 a.m. and it goes all the way through the day. You can make your list on the side there of what you want to get accomplished that day. And you could do one for each day to start with, just to kind of see what you want to do. So what you're going to start off with is writing what your top priorities are. Do you work out? Do you meditate? Family time? Couple time, build that in, definitely. Working, eating, errands, pets, appointments. So make sure that you fill all of that in. So you're getting all the things done you need. The other thing you're going to realize when you do this is that you're probably doing too much and you're overwhelmed and you're multitasking. And when you start to do that and you realize that's happening, you need to take a break and think about what you can cut out or how you can change your days around, what you need to do so you're not overwhelmed. Because life does not need to be overwhelming. It should be fun. It should be enjoyable. I think as Americans, and even as people our age, we work in this age of raising children, we work our butts off for family, for our jobs, and there's just no time, right? And we're just always overwhelmed. So this will help you hopefully get rid of that overwhelming feeling because you're going to start blocking what is done during the day. And if you don't get something in it, figure out why you couldn't get something there and what you need to take out or what you need to replace, so you can plan your day better. All right, so this was a quick one today. How did that feel to make a daily time block? So this is your journal for tonight. This is your homework. How are you are you getting everything done you want to do? What is missing or what is too much? So this is like a lot of reflecting of what you need to do during the day. So go back to your calendar we created Monday. I want you to think about all the stuff we talked about yesterday. And then when you sit down to do your time blocking, what is important to you? What is what you want to create for yourself in this life, this summer, and these 3 months? Even if you think about this little challenge that you're doing with me this week, it's just a prep of what could be all the time, not just these 3 months of summer. What could your life be like all the time? And using these strategies, you can make it like this all the time. It just has to be something that you want to do. But if you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about boundaries and just setting boundaries with your kids and how it works. I'm going to maybe go over some language that you can use with your kids to help with that. And hopefully it'll be helpful for you. If you have any comments, questions, anything you think would be helpful in this challenge, I would love to hear from you. And I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy this first or second day of June now. And I hope everything is going well with your planning. Bye.